Welcome back, it's Dr. Somji. Today I'm going to be giving you the acne routine using only ordinary products. It's a question I get asked about on social media all the time. Which products do I need to use? When do I need to use it? Acne is a little bit more complicated because you can get the acne and then afterwards you have post-acne marks as well. So I'm going to be telling you about specifically what to do depending on your skin type and giving you a nice routine that you can stick to and then hopefully build on and get great results. So let's get right into it. So in the AM skin routine, you want to be using the squalane cleanser. Squalane is fantastic because it helps with the skin barrier, it's a great antioxidant for the skin and it won't break you out, and it's a great cleanser. You may want to double cleanse if you're using things like makeup, but in AM that's what you're going to use. Dry your skin immediately afterwards. Don't forget to wash your hands as well prior to washing your face. It's really important. The next step is going to be using a superstar ingredient that's prevalent in nearly every single skincare product in these days, and it's niacinamide. Okay, so niacinamide is great for acne, it's great for reducing redness, it's also great for reducing pigmentation. It's present in this product, the niacinamide 10% and zinc 1%. It's a great product really. It's a water-based product, it's got niacinamide in there, pentylene glycol, great things for the skin barrier, and it's something that also has zinc in there. Zinc's also proven to be great for acne. And look, don't get scared about the 10% because when we formulate skincare, i.e. prescription skincare, when we put 10% niacinamide in, it's quite strong, but for some reason the ordinary one isn't too strong and it isn't too sensitizing. So you can definitely use that afterwards, and especially, you know, because we're talking about layering of products, you want to use the water-based stuff first, and niacinamide is water-based, and that's what you want to use first. So you're going to put about 4 or 5 drops on your fingers, spread it equally over the areas of the face, and then pat or massage in gently. Once you've done that, you want to help with the skin barrier a little bit more. So in the daytime, you don't want to go too harsh. I don't like going too harsh with acne during the daytime. I like to do sort of K-beauty style, help with the skin barrier during the AM, do all your sort of exfoliating and active things in the PM. So one of my favorite products, as you'll see on social media, is a natural moisturizing factors. And the reason why I like this, when you look at the Inky list, again, it's water-based, it's got caprylic triglycerides in there, so derived from coconuts, fantastic for like helping the skin barrier. Cetyl alcohol, which is one of the main ingredients of Cetaphil, so it's a really kind of like calming, really kind of soothing formulation that's also got hyaluronic acid in there that's going to help retain the moisture. Now the reason why we're using NMF as opposed to anything like active or acidic for acne is because most of the time when you have acne, you've got an impaired skin barrier. That basically means that you're losing a lot more moisture than you should be. And as a result of that loss of moisture, you're overproducing sebum, oils within the skin. If you produce too much oil, you get too much bacteria. If you get too much bacteria, you get inflammation. If you get inflammation, you get red spots. So if you repair that barrier, you stop that chain of events. So it's really important to give your skin a little bit of a rest, and during the daytime, you don't want to irritate it too much. So you've got niacinamide there that's going to be actively fighting the acne within that area. You then want to close this moisturizer with SPF. So you want to use a non-comedogenic SPF. You ordinarily have an SPF 30, which mineral-based SPF 30, which I don't really like so much, but because this is an ordinary video, then I'm just going to tell you that's pretty much the only thing that you can use. But there are other brands you can use that I'll list below that are great non-comedogenic SPFs, i.e. they don't break you out, because that's one of the most like frustrating things. You do everything nice for your skin and then you use an SPF, which is good and you should be using SPF, and then it causes you to break out further, which isn't great. That's the morning routine. The evening routine, again, is pretty similar. So you want to use your squalane cleanser again, making sure you're cleansing your hands beforehand, then use your niacinamide serum, then use your natural moisturizing factor. And that is your basic skin routine for acne. So if you've got mild acne, that's what you're going to do in the AM, that's what you're going to do in PM. I've kept it really simple. But hey, If you've got a little bit more congestion, you've got kind of open and closed comedones, so the blackheads or whiteheads, you may want to upgrade by using a few things. So you may want to use the salicylic acid mask, a black mask. You want to use that once or twice weekly with an adequate gap in between. So that's your first step. So say if you've got like mild to moderate acne and you want to really get a little bit more exfoliation of those pores, and you've got this sort of sebum trapped within those areas with whiteheads, blackheads, then use a salicylic acid mask once or twice weekly. And that's used immediately after cleansing the squalane cleanser. Then you clean the salicylic acid mask off, and then you continue with your niacinamide natural moisturizing factors. Now, if you have acne that's a little bit more severe and you're worried about getting post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, so dark spots after acne, or post-inflammatory erythema, i.e. red spots after acne, then you need to include one of my favorite ingredients, which is azelaic acid. And they do an azelaic acid in 10%. You don't want to be using that on the same time that you're using salicylic acid mask, but you'd use it at the end of your routine after the natural moisturizing factors in the PM. One day salicylic acid, one day azelaic acid, and you can mix it up like that. So you can skin cycle with the ordinary range using that. Now, if you've used this routine for 4 to 6 weeks, going up using salicylic acid and azelaic acid, and you still want a little bit more improvement, or it's improved quite a bit and you're happy with it and you want to maintain it, we are currently missing out the best ingredient for acne, which is retinol. So The Ordinary do a great retinol range. I don't recommend starting a retinol until what you've done previously with what I discussed with the AM and PM, mainly because the addition of things like azelaic acid for a 4 to 6 week period before starting a retinol reduces one of the potential side effects of starting a retinol, which is the purge of acne. So if you start the retinol too soon, you're going to worsen your acne, and that can be quite demoralizing. Most doctors and stuff, we say, you got to purge, just live through it. But it's quite hard to live through 4 to 6 weeks of your skin looking worse when you've just started a skin regime. So this is the reason why I hold off the retinol at probably anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks after starting. And then you can introduce the retinol slowly. So you wouldn't use the retinol on the days that you use the salicylic acid and the azelaic acid. You could just use it once or twice a week and use a lower concentration. I like to use a 0.2% in squalane is what I recommend, and then slowly up titrate that concentration as time goes by. Again, you're skin cycling in your own way. So on one day you'd use the azelaic acid, or say 2 days you use azelaic acid, 2 days you use salicylic acid, and then 2 days, 1 or 2 days you'd use a retinol, and then you give your skin a break in the other days. And that's a great way to skin cycle and slowly improve your acne regime. So here we have it. This is your acne regime from mild to moderate to severe acne. Obviously, if you're still struggling at this point and you've been using it for like 8 weeks and you still haven't got so much of an improvement, you may want to see someone like me, a medical professional that deals with skin, because you may need some prescription-based products or even some medication. Thank you so much. If you've got any questions about that routine, let me know in the comments below. Any other routines or any other videos that you think would be a great idea, let me know as well. Don't forget to click the link to subscribe, as well as that bell button, because you'll be the first to know when new videos come out.